Hello and welcome for the first time this season on this most anticipated of days in England and beyond. It's the day English football is back, football at its most exciting, most intriguing, its most unmissable. It is the game of margins, the game of thrills. It is the league we all want to see. Now the finish! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Vinicius Junior. Fran Garcia finds himself in the starting lineup. Jim, what would you say are his most notable qualities?
Well, Peter, I think his running power and his pace is going to make him a tremendous asset. He'll always be looking for the overlap, and
There's the shot! It's in! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
There's the hit! Oh, taken with style! And they're at it again, in double quick time!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Ipswich get themselves a two-goal... Vinicius Junior! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down. Davis. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And the shot! It's in!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Valverde. Eder Militao.
Oh, great feat, that.
Well seen, saw that coming. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
Davis.
Clark. Now Cajuste.
Davis.
Valverde. The less said about that pass, the better. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And he was alert to it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Mbappe, spread out to the left. Now it's Bellingham. It's loose, and the follow-up. They've done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, that's something that will make the manager proud because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Sharp, simple, and the half-time whistle goes. Southampton playing their part in a real slugfest here. A glut of goals and nothing to suggest much is going to change. So there was the first half.
We've seen some really terrific football in that half with the flow of goals. And of course there are mistakes, but I'm not in a mood to moan.
So for the first time this season, it's half-time. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. Already up and running for the second half. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Lovely ball and a real chance, and the shot! Superb goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Southampton get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Now it's Mbappe.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Davis. Clark. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Morsi thinks one through. And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Ipswich can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach. Has a goal! It's there! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, look, Peter, who knows what's about to happen from here? I doubt this will be the final score, though.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Davis got a long way forward to join the attack. Now it's Mbappe. Can he put it away? A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Mbappe just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Can he get it through?
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Rodrigo! Oh, that is rather wayward. Morsi. Five minutes to add. And he skips past his man, Johnson. And the referee brings it to a close. Southampton are having to do with just a point on day one. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And already we're underway here.
Well, if the pre-game rhetoric is anything to go by, Peter, there's going to be a lot of strong stuff on show here. However it goes, we're in for something special.
Vinicius Junior.
This is the time you need that pace.
Tries a shot! And it's a goal! There is the breakthrough!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Brighton draw first blood here.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's been taken straight back. Well back! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Played back in. Bellingham. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Valverde. Valverde stood his ground strongly. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's heaved it away. Referee's given a throw. Plays it in low, and that's a hit one! Oh, taken with style! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Southampton grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's a sharp
There
little
will
ball
be 1
here.
minute added time.
It's Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming. They want to be quick to recover this. And the first 45 minutes are up. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
Well, you have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So we're just settling back into this second half. Well back. Can he put it away? And yes, it's there! And they're back in front.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Forward it goes. And he's gone backward here. And the shot! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Number 20.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Milner, and that interception was most necessary. Ball's played through. Oh, that's fabulous. Danger averted for now. It'll be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 17. Number 26. Coming
Belly.
on the field. Number 11.
O'Reilly.
Number 33.
Now it's Welbeck. Toma.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Vinicius Junior. He's had a hit! He's scored! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is a terrific show of resilience and spirit. I love to see a team roll up their sleeves and force their way back. Superb. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner. Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Mitoma. That's a good run down the left. Oh, good read.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Milner. Real chance! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it!
Number
Just
9.
the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Number 18.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, the players and the coaches have plenty to think about here. A disappointing outing, and they collect nothing. Well, a very good evening to you wherever you are. I do hope that you can join me in appreciating this truly beautiful evening. A night that is absolutely ideal for a game of football. The scenes here really are something. A beautiful picture under the floodlights. Traffic and transport round here, not the kindest. But regardless of that, the fans have found a way of getting here. There is a sense of theatre and the decibel levels are rising. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. There's the shot! Superb goal!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
Leicester break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. Looking for options for movement. Swings it across.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And That's been won straight back. And the shot!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Spread neatly. Fran Garcia. And he's in on goal! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now the finish! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Fran Garcia. Vinicius Junior looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. And the shot! Sticks it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Southampton grab the equaliser and we're all square.
It's pulsating, it's absorbing, and it's hugely entertaining. Every single player is giving everything.
Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Gently done. Valverde. It's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. That looks a cracking ball. Vass. Justin. Winks. And it's Ayew. For Vardy. Winks. Mavididi.
There will be
Well, it's a
1
nice
minute
idea,
added
but
time.
the execution was lacking. Mavididi is wide and looking to get onto this. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we're already back underway here. Valverde. Well-timed, excellent interception. Sumare. Chouameni. Winks does really well to win the ball there. Justin. For Winks.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Bellingham.
The attendance for this match was
Vinicius Junior.
71,649.
Great defending, strong and determined. That's a little off target. Vinicius Junior. Winks. Mavididi. Fiddles it through. Spread neatly. And that is good. Super running, sharp
Substitution in
movement.
progress.
Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Played out towards the right wing. Reed. Shifted it to the flank. Well, that is one way to stop him. Southampton needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Shot at goal! And he hits the net! And quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way.
After
Terrific.
75 minutes is number 8.
So we have a breakthrough. Now,
Substitutions
how
taking
will things
place.
develop from here?
And they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Substitution.
Leicester making consecutive changes here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bellingham.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Looking to hit the front line. Vestergaard wins the duel this time. Now it's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball. Great chance! It's there! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from
There
here,
will
they'll
be
need to
5
see their more
minutes added
experienced
time.
lads step up to the plate now.
Gets into some space. Played it again. And they're quick to get it back. Chance here to counter. He might be in here. He's one-on-one. Big chance. It could fall kindly. And more, and more, and more. And they are pulling clear here. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, look.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Southampton have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things are good. Now the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And we have our very first corner. Big chance! In for the follow-up! And he's straight offside.
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engine to do all the covering, but he's a lot more than that. He's got the strength, the tackling ability, good composure on the ball and balance in his game. So you'd really struggle to find any weakness.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Semenyo. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Now it's Adams. And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Brooks. It's Christie. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Semenyo. Played out to the left flank. Vinicius Junior. Played in with accuracy. Look at the space here. Great hit! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that was vital.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Semenyo. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
This is the time you need that pace.
Ouattara. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that's a good ball. And the finish! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. There's the clearance. Southampton can counter promptly here. Mbappe. He's had a hit! There it is!
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Southampton have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
The less said about that pass, the better. Christie. Southampton leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0.
Indicated.
Denied by an instinctive save. And we hit half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. Southampton lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And we're already back underway here. Southampton carrying a 1-goal lead. And that is played back to front. Fran Garcia.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Always onto this. He's through, now is he in? Mbappe couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Now it's Kluivert. Now it's Brooks. It's a loose ball.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better. Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's going for goal!
Substitution on the field. Number 11. Coming on the
Bournemouth
field
choosing to make the first change.
21.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
And he's had it nicked away.
Substitution on the field. Number 19. Justin Kluivert. Number 7. Coming on the field, number 8.
Sinister goes for the header! He will be livid with himself.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Substitution on the field, number 4. Coming on to
Bournemouth
replace him
making
is
another change here.
number 22.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Christie.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's looking wide. Valverde kept his eye on it, and he's there. Fran Garcia. Looking for the runner.
That's positional gold. The youth.
And the shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Vinicius Junior. Looking for options for movement. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Southampton close now to seeing this one through to the end.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, taken with style. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And yes, it's him again. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Southampton are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display. So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few... Valverde! Shot for Vinicius Junior! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, Jim, in an era when we have plenty of high-quality goalkeepers, how would you rate the Brazilian Julio Cesar?
I think you have to have him up there as one of the greatest ever, Peter. You know, some may suggest he was more than that, but that's hard to say. 6'2", he may not have been the tallest, but in terms of command of his area, presence, speed off his line, I would say he was in a class of his own. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's been picked out. Bellingham. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. He's picked his way through.
He really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That's a shade optimistic. Chance here to counter. Mbappe. Oh, Mbappe! He's delivered all right! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner. Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Forward it goes. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the header! Oh, not the best of headers.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. This is promising. Big chance! Sticks it away! They are right back in business.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
There will be 1 minute
And
added
that has
time.
added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before.
Can he finish? And the whistle goes for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Great ball, and he's in here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mbappe. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, that is a nice touch. Chouameni, Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
There will be a throw-in.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Valverde. And now the breakaway. He's shifting through the gears here. Could go all the way here. Defending of the desperate variety. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bellingham. Looking to hit the front line. And here's the chance to counter. Aimed beyond the defence. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Mbappe, it could be in here. That is good strength. And that is masterful defending. Played in with accuracy. Could move up a gear here. And he's on a charge.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one...
Oh, shooting chance! Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides...